so far away because life's undertone of hurt, what ifs, and what's to come still linger like the dust of that day. Growing up, I was raised to love my freedom, put the pages of history on my heart and live my life so others could read them. And I recall this hatred from the clear blue sky, bringing news scriptures from the blasphemous desert so dry. Who knew how much the world could be changed, things rearranged by 4 hijacked planes? Life goes on is a terrible misused metaphor to say to a child who's just lost a parent or a spouse who can't go on anymore. Gone are the days when just help a ride with 911. This new definition of 911 has turned into a day some are still needing rescued from. It's sad how time and distance can put things on the back burner. The phrase better you than me uttered by the actions of a very slow learner. Not me though. I will always remember where I was and I will always remember how I felt. I will not label misfortune as some sort of bad luck or excuse evil as it's just the way the cards were dealt. Evil has many faces. It took the seats of 19 hijackers' places. But look a little closer though, and you can still see God's graces. I recall those weeks and months post 9/11. Even the greatest of unbelievers contemplated the reality of a place called hell and a place called heaven. This broken nation started to pick up its pieces, dusting off the pages of its biblical written history and smoothing out its creases. Unity gave way to hope. Hope bred determination. And in that spirit, we saw the strength and promise of a God-led restoration. We began to hear stories of individuals giving their lives to save others, viewing complete strangers as if they were their sisters or their brothers. Ordinary citizens putting into action the very meaning of the word hero. Many of these martyrs were laid to rest at this ground we call zero. I'm forever challenged to take action on that day's now distant calling. Those urgent plans for personal change I was making while I watched those 2 buildings falling. How I promised I would pray more, read more, invest time like I never did before. My spiritual preservation was rocked to its foundation, shaken to its very core. God, keep our memories focused on that strong sense of renewal. Let not America's fire go out. We invite you to be our fuel. And God, let us not take for granted the willing sacrifice of your Son, as we will never forget the victims of that day, September 11th, 2001.